Hey guys, Riley here from Assassin Productions with
Ian Griffin.
who are you?
Who am I? Oh man, that's never a good question to ask when someone's in your house.
Yeah.
So you guys probably know about Spider-Man stuff and all that cool jazz. And we decided that, collectively we pretty much decided that it would be best to go through with sort of a test shoot idea before kind of nailing all these out, especially it's getting a little bit colder, and just to kind of give that time and also show you guys what the experience is going to be, like how authentic it's going to be, how the effects are going to be, blah blah blah, in a decent time frame, maybe like 20 minutes or so, probably about that, I'd say. So just a little test shoot. It's not going to be a test shoot where it's 3 minutes of like us going, yeah, it's going to be something like,
there's going to be some story behind it. It's going to be story driven, but like not too extensively. It's just going to be literally a day in the life of high school aged Peter Parker.
Yeah, pretty much from like the beginning of the day till the actual end, like a literal day of the life of Peter. And we can't spoil too much, but I'd say, how much can we say?
You know what? Just let's say stuff, and if it's too much, we'll cut it out.
Alright. So, it's pretty much it's a day in the life of Peter, and it goes into like sort of the psyche of how do you deal with all this stuff at like the 15, 16 kind of age? Like, how would you feel? Well,
yeah, like how do you deal with these newly obtained superpowers and maintain the balance between good grades, good relationships with all of your friends, family, love interests, and saving the damn day? But what I have right here are interview questions, right? You couldn't read them, and I'm not gonna let you read them.
Yeah,
he has not read them, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I made these up a few days ago, and so let's just start this off.
All right.
First of all, what is your filming background?
So, throughout high school, for 4 years, I used madeLEGITmedia Pro, and I did everything from music videos to little news projects and all that stuff. Kind of started out a little slim. Avid is sort of what a lot of people use when you're making movies, like bigger budget movies. They have Avid suites, and Comedy Central and NBC uses it for like the Today Show. When you think of editing things, Avid is one of those ones that a lot of people use, especially in the bigger fields. And then after that, I learned Adobe Premiere, and I use Final Cut, but it's not it's okay, I guess. But yeah, I just kind of made that. I had film ideas, and I didn't think I was going to be working on anything like fan filmish. I kind of wrote a couple stories. One of them was called like Monologue, and then that has short stories that all interweave into it. So I didn't really think that I was going to work on anything else, because it's kind of hard to interweave like a bunch of stories into one movie and then try to focus on like writing a test shoot. It becomes very but I thought it was kind of a cool opportunity, because I watched a bunch of other fan films. Because they're made by fans, you don't see that sort of quality. I don't know, it's not necessarily quality.
You don't see high film production quality that we're used to, is I think what you're trying to get to.
Yeah, people kind of take their camera and they just go like, I want to make a Spider-Man thing, and I want to throw everything in it, and I'm just going to Wikipedia the character, and they're not really, it becomes less fanfare and just like them wanting to create something because they like the character. And that becomes very, very dangerous, because there's people that like it because they haven't seen one that's better than it, but then there's people that really like either film or Spider-Man, and they get really kind of peeved. And what was surprising to me is that I watched some of these fan things and I was kind of disappointed in a way, but then I saw their 7-second thing with Action Inc. when he does the flip in the web. If they can have 7 seconds, and there was woods in the background, it still felt more Spider-Man than a lot of stuff, So I thought, I should probably jump onto that, and if they needed any help And then I said, why not do a test shoot? And I mean, from there it kind of went. So I took a lot of stuff I was working on and I kind of moved it over and said, we should probably do this test shoot because these things kind of take a long time. And I think you can kind of just do regular teases and it's really, really cute. But then you can do teases where you actually give someone out of nowhere, you're like, here's a 20-minute thing, which I don't know what the duration's gonna be, but you're just like, here's a 20-minute thing. Yeah, we kind of know. We have ideas of how long it's gonna be depending on how the final script goes, but as of right now, we'll probably just throw out the tests, and there's some good references in there. There's some characters that show up that a lot of other people probably wouldn't use. It's people that make sense, that are obviously part of the universe, I guess. Ooh, oh, good dive, good dive.
Alright, it's going to be, well, it's going to take time, but it's going to be really good once it's done, hopefully. And yeah, we're going to try to be the most definitive fan film universe out there. Like, when they see us, they'll compare new fan film people to us, like us being the top grade, which is gonna be hard because Marvel Knights, they're freaking awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Marvel Knights. I can't even.
madeLEGITmedia, you guys are awesome.
Yeah,
you guys are our inspiration.
It was kind of funny because, like, I don't want to take shots at other fan films, but it was weird because I look at theirs and they stand out because they do something very unique, and I really like how the tone just feels kind of right in terms of how they did it. It's very, very original, but at the same time, when you see their timing and how they kind of do their jokes and how Spider-Man is, even like their effects, their ideas are so spot on. You end up watching all these fan films, not just of Spider-Man, but of everything, and you kind of go into this sort of tone where you go, I don't know if this is going to be good because the last three were kind of awful. And then you watch something like Marvel Knights and you get really, really shocked because they have a really good balance of originality where it's their own thing. You don't watch another fan film and go, oh, that's Marvel Knights Spider-Man. Like, they do it so well, and their effects are really good, and it feels like Spider-Man. Regardless, it's, someone in a hoodie with a Spider-Man mask, and all of a sudden you have something that's kind of original and unique that no one has done in other things, and then as you're watching it you go, wow, he really did that one-liner well, and like the way he took that guy out and the way he dodged, and you're like, it's really inspirational because you want to have a balance between originality and going back and giving fans like Spider-Man. You don't just want a guy wearing all red with like blue Sharpied armpits and he goes, my name's Peter Parker. Like, you just need to take it to a level where it's yours, like you made it, but it's also Spider-Man.
But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next few questions. Who is Peter Parker? You understand this question. I'm not like asking like, oh, is this Spider-Man?
Yeah, is
like,
this
who
an
do
open
you
question?
think is Peter Parker?
Peter is... it's kind of funny because when people talk about Peter, they always say Peter is a representative of everybody, but he really is his own character. And what he is he's a shy nerd, and his parents are gone, and he's living with his aunt, and his uncle is dead, and he has powers, and he has all these things, and people kind of expect him to just be this kind of weird nerd person all the time. He's an outcast who doesn't have attention, like he's sort of a ghost in the halls, but you're giving someone who ultimately has no power, and you're giving them power, and you kind of expect that in his character. He's making fun of the people he's beating up, but he's doing it for a good purpose. You can't really get mad at him, and he's also very, very young, and he brings that kind of childish way. And he's fighting adults, he's fighting adults with knives that are trying to kill somebody who they don't even know is a kid. And it gets a little crazy, but I think Peter is, he has, dogs.
Fine, we got this bad boy.
That's true. He ultimately just kind of represents that teen outcast. It doesn't have to be nerds or geeks, but it's kind of There's a lot of people in school like that.
What's important to you? Let's say doing your job or keeping your family ties together and, you know, making sure that everything's alright at home with your friends. He is Peter, not Spider-Man, but he is Spider-Man at the same time. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand?
Yeah. It's what I thought was kind of cool is when they talked about the Tom Holland stuff, they had a reference, I don't know if they're going to go through with this, but they talked about how would Peter feel if, like, he knew someone was getting mugged, but he had to get home or else Aunt May would find out he was Spider-Man, and, like, what that does up here, because someone is getting hurt, and you're probably the only one that can stop all of that, but you have to get home, like, to keep your life in check. And I thought that was really, really important, because that's really, really heavy to have on a kid. If it's an adult, they get stressed out. You know, if they're in their 30s, they buy a Cadillac because they're so stressed. You have a like 15 or 16-year-old who's dealing with that, and they just can't. You know, that really messes with your head. They're gonna affect you when you're older. So you have this kid who's, you know, trying to go to sleep at night, and maybe his spider sense goes off, or maybe he knows someone's in trouble, but he has school the next day. Like, Peter's very, very complex, but I don't know. He's really, really tough. There's a lot of depictions.
What do you believe will make us stand out above other fan films?
I don't ever want to say anything to offend anybody or like sound mean. I think quality
is key.
But in a general sense, I think the writing is pretty smart. And I think that there's a lot of cool references and characters and ideas, you know.
That people wouldn't even usually think about putting in their fan films when they're searching Wikipedia and stuff.
Yeah, right. And I hope there's a couple small ones. They're not like thrown at your face, especially characters. And I kind of hope some people may not notice it. I really
have to do some research on your own.
I hope there's true fans or someone that watches it and they just see a glimpse of a character and they go, they went that far in just a little YouTube film to throw that person in there and make it look like them. That's kind of what I hope in the end, you know, for the most part.
Those like 5 people that understand these tiny little Easter eggs that will get them, they're like, whoa, it's crazy, they actually know what they're talking about. Describe Action Inc.'s work in one word. Straight face.
That's probably the word, to be honest, is because, and I could probably do a big video on this. I don't even know if I could do this in 5 minutes or less.
We are reviewing the Spider-Man saga, just saying, but it's not finished yet, so we should probably wait until it's done.
That's my word. I don't know if that's a word, that's just a bunch of letters, but like E-H-H-H-H-H.
Honestly, I felt like we were promised more, and I don't think, I'd say betrayed, but it's not at that level, because it's not like I bleed Action Inc., it's not like I need to watch their videos to stay alive. It's just, I don't know, people are going crazy over it, and I just don't get it. I'd say confused.
That's all I'll do it. Oh man.
Throwing knife trick shot 360.
Oh. Alright, we have like
2
minutes left.
Well, that's really it. So,
good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I guess a little side note. So, the test shoot, not a release date. You'll see more stuff. You can, I don't want to like tag myself in it. I don't have a lot of interesting stuff up, but if you're not, follow them.
Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. We're gonna let out maybe a little shot here, a little shot there of just frames from it.
I have an Instagram. I mean, I don't have a lot of fun stuff on it. I'm just a regular old guy. But if you followed Gryffindor430, you could see what Peter looks like, what his face looks like in the test. That's not even on Assassin stuff, so you're welcome.
You leaky pipe.
I know. Do you want to end it to tease that little test shoot logo?
Yeah. Alright. Thank you for coming on today's show. Alright. Your hands are so soft.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alright. But, yeah, here's the director for the test shoot and the film, hopefully, if he doesn't fucking go to Texas.
Oh, hey man. Alright, so here's the logo.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, here's the logo, but shout out to Carissa. You know where it's going in the video because she made an original spider that's not in anything before. Like, it's not a TASM thing. It's not like an old Spider-Man. We're not using the spiky font from the 90s. So without further ado, like, here you go.
One, two, three.
Thwip.
Oh, come on. Alright.
You said thwip.